I'm so tired. I don't know if my eyes are gonna be able to open more than this for the entire video, but let's give it a go. Hello everyone, welcome back to the Fit Curls. My name is Angela. I am a fitness professional and a curly hair enthusiast, and I use my time on this channel to teach you how to keep your curls in shape. If that sounds like something you'd be interested in, go ahead and officially join the Fit Curls family by clicking that subscribe button. You can also hit the notification bell next to it so you don't miss a single video I post, which is every Friday afternoon. In today's video, we are going to be celebrating something particularly special. I know, lots of celebrations happening lately, what with my 30th birthday just a couple of weeks ago. But this week we are celebrating my 1-year curlaversary. This time last year, I decided to wear my hair naturally curly for 30 days and see how it went. And a year later, I am here with you guys sharing everything about naturally curly hair, and I could not be prouder to be a curly girl. So today we are going to be talking about the top 5 things you need to know when transitioning to wearing your natural curls. If you're excited about this, go ahead and hit this video with a thumbs up, keep watching, and let's get into it. Number 5, start simple. Just because your favorite YouTube or Instagram influencer has this beautiful aesthetic wall chock full of products behind them doesn't mean that that's what you need to do in order to have success in your transition. In fact, I would suggest the opposite. Keep the product selection that you're working with small. I recommend starting out with only 3 things: a leave-in conditioner, a cream, and a hold styler. Mousse or gel, whatever you prefer working with. Those 3 products are going to see you through creating a styling routine and technique that works best for your hair through the length of your transition. Eventually, I definitely suggest adding on a clarifying shampoo to wash off any buildup from products that you may get. Silicone-free products build up as well. A deep conditioner to go after a clarify or for a regular boost of moisture. And a serum to make sure that you can seal in any frizz or flyaways and also lock in the moisture at the end of your styling routine to elongate the effectiveness of your wash day. Quick footnote, the cost of a product does not guarantee its effectiveness. So if you find something that works for you and it's $10 a bottle or less, don't assume that you need to change it up for a higher price product because you think that you need to go to that higher price point in order for something to be effective. Do what works for you and for your budget. Number 4, sleep protection will change your life. It extends the life of your style. It prevents breakage and frizz that is caused by friction from your pillowcase. It keeps your hair super healthy, shiny, moisturized. It keeps it from drying out overnight. And it makes getting ready in the morning so much faster. We all know how long it takes to style curly hair from wet to dry. The least number of times that we have to do that during a week, the better. I personally swear by, live, breathe, sleep, and die by my satin bonnet. I also recommend doubling up on the slipperiness of your sleep stuff. That was a fun alliteration. Not only do I sleep in my satin bonnet, which I also bobby pin to my head because I have a tiny head, I also highly recommend investing in a silk or satin pillowcase. This is gonna act as kind of an insurance policy to make sure that your curls don't face additional friction if your bonnet or buff should come off at night. Bonus, it's also fantastic for your skin because silk and satin, unlike cotton, do not absorb moisture. So the moisture stays in your hair and in your face where it belongs. Sleep protection is a total game changer. So make sure you find yourself some ASAP. Number 3 is that frizz is not your mortal enemy, right? First of all, some frizz is bound to happen the longer you go away from your wash day. The more days you wear your curly style, the more frizz is going to appear. It is just a fact of life. That doesn't mean that your wash day failed or that you need to dramatically change something about your routine. Quite the opposite. It's just what to curly hair. You're gonna have some frizz. Secondly, frizz can actually tell you something really important about the needs that your hair has. If the frizz that you notice is really soft to the touch and kind of shapeless, chances are your hair is in need of a little bit of protein. On the opposite side of the spectrum, if your frizz feels really dry and rough to the touch, kind of brittle, your hair needs more moisture. If you're noticing a lot of that halo frizz, particularly pieces that don't look like they actually broke away from a curl clump, but look like they're kind of just up from your head, that means that you're dealing with some breakage. Like we talked about before with sleep protection. Sleep protection can help to prevent that breakage, but you also might need to maybe be detangling a little bit more gently, maybe add more water or more conditioner in the shower to make sure that you're protecting your hair. Regardless, frizz can be a really helpful indicator of something that your hair might need at that moment that you didn't know before. So listen to your hair and learn from it instead of immediately judging frizz as something horrible. And finally, there is such a thing as functional frizz. If you're getting frizz kind of in the lower or mid layers of your hair, all that's gonna do is add volume. And you know we love volume here. I did an entire video on how to achieve volume in fine curly hair. I'm gonna link it up here so you guys can see it after you finish watching this, or if you feel like interrupting the video, who the heck am I to stop you? Functional frizz is a very real thing, and it's something that took me a little bit of time to embrace for sure. I was so hell-bent on getting maximum definition, complete shine, zero frizz ever, and you know what? At this point, if there's a little bit of frizz, I embrace it and I run with it. So I fully encourage you in the process of transitioning to embrace a little functional frizz and remember that frizz is just part of curly life. Number 2 is that your curl type doesn't matter. Oh yeah, you heard me. It doesn't matter. There's an entire typing system that uses a number combined with a letter to indicate what type of curl pattern you have. However, it's only a proper indicator of your curl pattern if your curls are healthy. So it's not super helpful during your transition phase at all. In fact, you will most likely notice a change in your curl pattern or curl type throughout your transition as your hair gets healthier and the structure of your curls becomes more and more restored. Emphasizing your curl type as the most important thing in your transition can also lead to some really unhealthy comparison with others. The last thing I want you guys to do in your journey is compare it to somebody else's. Your hair is completely unique. It's not going to look exactly like your favorite Instagrammers. It's not even going to look like somebody else's who self-proclaimedly has the same curl type as you do. Overall, I want you to focus way less on your curl type, that number and letter typing system, than you do on your hair's health. Health first, aesthetic second. I say that to my clients in the gym, and I'm saying it to you guys about your hair now. The more you focus on the actual healthiness of your hair, the better the aesthetic will eventually get. The most important factors for you to identify in your transition will be your hair's texture. Is each individual strand fine, medium, or normal, or coarse? And your hair's porosity, how many holes it has in the cuticle. The more you know about your hair's texture and porosity, the more you will actually be able to give it what it needs. For example, because my hair is a finer texture, it means I'm going to struggle with volume. My hair is very easily weighed down by super heavy products, so that means I'm gonna have to go for maybe slightly lighter creams. But not only is my hair fine, my hair is also a solid grade 3 to 4 porosity, which means in order for it to stay healthy, it needs regular doses of protein to help restore the structure that I lose from getting my hair color treated on purpose because I like being blonde, don't at me. So texture and porosity are going to be way more helpful in your journey to wear your hair naturally curly the best you possibly can than focusing on some made up curl typing system. And finally, my number 1 piece of advice for your transition to wearing your natural curls is to have patience. Time and consistent proper care of your curls is what's going to bring them back to life and create better results than you ever thought possible. I know it definitely did for me. Now, something I highly recommend to make the patient's part a little bit easier is to take progress photos. It's the same sort of thing that I would advise a client in the gym to do when it comes to their personal health for their body. If you reach a point in your journey where you're starting to get really discouraged, look back at photos from a month, 2 months, 3 months ago. There will be changes that you've barely noticed. You see your hair every single day. It can be really difficult to track progress when all you're doing is looking in the mirror. But comparing what your hair looks like today to what it looked like months ago is going to make a big difference. And it's going to show you just how far you've come when you can't necessarily see it in the mirror on that particular day. So there you guys have it, my top 5 tips for starting your transition to wearing your hair naturally curly. What did you guys think? Drop a line down below with your thoughts, opinions, and impressions of this video. If you enjoyed it and want to see more like it, give it a thumbs up. It really does help to boost the video's performance and it helps the channel in general. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and tag me in any photos that you want me to see of your journey. If you haven't subscribed already, make sure that you click that subscribe button before you leave. And with that, thank you guys so much for joining me here at the Fit Curls. Love your curls, love each other, and I will see you all next time. Bye! Has a giant, beautifully, aesthetically arranged... I'm gonna wait for this gust of wind to die down. During your transition are going to be your hair's... Ooh, quick announcement before we... Of course, as soon as I start recording this section, the apocalypse breaks out outside again. Is there a horseman that's associated with high winds? Emphasizing your... stop scratching your face while you're on camera. For f***'s sake! Calm it down. Shush. No, everything itches now. Why? Alright, well, y'all are just gonna have to deal with hearing the apocalypse behind me through this entire filming process. Is what going... Good Lord. This is gonna be one of those times that the remote just straight up doesn't work, isn't it?